Alright, now let's see where we left off in the riverways. Knockback support. Don't need that. Not really. Is it? Should be this way, I would think, to go to the next area. Yep. But I'm gonna get that strong box first.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
So many apes everywhere. Flame Dash actually kills them. That's funny. So, okay. Let my traps recharge, kill these guys, and we'll get this strong box. Alright. There you go, now that's how you use traps. Oh, this one has energy shield on it. Oh, and an amber amulet. That's what I need. Well, okay, I really don't, but... Well, the thing is that the amulet that I am going to end up using is one that adds a lot to strength. So, having that would basically set me up for what I'm going to be using later. But that one also adds to the dexterity that I need to equip that armor. Well, I might not need it. So by the time I get there, I'll get 20 dexterity, and this requires 53. And apparently I need 41 dexterity. Oh, okay. I guess I can't use that amulet. The Western Forest. So this is Illyria's area, and most of the enemies here deal chaos damage. So if you have very low resistance, well, I'm at nearly the beginning of the game, so I guess you probably won't have any chaos resistance. But it was more important before 3.0 because you would go through this area 3 times eventually, and if you were in merciless difficulty, they called it, and this was like a level 55 area or something in merciless, the enemies, if you had no chaos resistance, dealt a ton of damage, and the higher the difficulty you went in, the lower your resistances were. Like, it would do minus 60% to all your resistances, including chaos resistance. So if you were a character that had absolutely no chaos resistance, so you would take 60% extra damage from chaos sources, you would die very quickly in this area. Whereas now, I think you go back to the forest in like Act 7, somewhere around there, but I don't know if you actually face these enemies again. You might face something else for whatever reason. Because storyline.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Ruby ring, I'll take that. Greater mana flask. I will take that. And the ruby ring adds fire resistance. And that is unfortunate that I don't have 27% resistance, but I'll put it on for right now. Well, actually, yeah, I do have fire resistance being the most. Well, the thing with the Wise Oak Flask is that if your elemental resistance is highest for a certain element, as it says, the damage penetrates 20% of the enemy resistance for when it is highest. So now that fire resistance is the highest, my fire trap will penetrate 20% of the enemy's resistance, which is very important against bosses, especially because most bosses have some kind of elemental resist on them. So that's pretty good that I have that, even though that I don't really seem to be using Wise Oak Flask very much. That mana recharges a lot faster with that greater mana flask. Use Rallying Cry for once. Come on, aren't you gonna go after me? Captain Alteri? Come on. You know you want to. There you go. Now it's time to get rid of those spikes Piety put up for us. Talk to Bestel for your word. Oh, and here's Tora.
Here, Exile.
Though I'm not gonna do her quest. I'm busy. I'm busy doing other stuff, Tora.
Alteri, my beautiful captain. I wish it were not you, but I cannot bring myself to trust any other with this most vital of tasks. This is the only pass between the inner and outer empire. No further exiles are to enter the inner empire. We have material enough for our work. Ensure that the barricade remains in place, and if any exile should somehow pass through, kill them. I will send for you when my work is complete in San. Until we share our next night together. Piety.
Well, the captain sure failed at his job, didn't he? Killed by a bunch of traps. It's a trap. Okay, now I should go after Illyria. Now that, since I'm still here.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Okay, another skill point. I can get growth and decay now. 59 fire damage over time. Alright. Definitely works well on these guys. Flame dash. Alright. Oh, here's Illyria. Right on cue. Just put a smoke mine here. Actually, well.
You have a powerful aura. bright as a sunset before a storm. So let me rub an idea against that hot spirit of yours, see if it catches fire. My little tribe has two problems: Oak in the north and Creighton in the east. They succeed in making our lives in Rayclast even more miserable. And then there's the matter of the amulets around their necks. The ones like mine here, stolen. Taken when we three called each other friend. There's power in those trinkets, enchantment enough to keep my tribe safe. Bring me a pair of amulets and a pair of lying tongues, and I'll make you part of that power. You need friends in Rayclast, and believe me, I can be a fine friend.
Alright, now here is what Illyria gives you. Gives you mana regen, plus global crit chance multiplier, and 15% elemental resist. So if any of those sound like it would greatly benefit your character over 2 skill points, helping Illyria would be the best option. But since I want the 2 skill points instead of what she gives me, I am going to kill her. Nice, she keeps running away from my traps though. Stop exploding your dead comrades on me. Alright. Oh, she resists elemental damage. I should probably be using the wind up now.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Did the earth move for you, baby? Probably. You hit the ground quite hard.
Over 10 seconds or 5 points? Oh, well, I'll grab it. Oh, I should probably grab the amulet. That's actually important. Almost forgot to grab that. Look at that area of effect. Alright. Now back to the waypoint. I'm glad they added the icons on that mini-map, like where the waypoints are and stuff, because I don't remember that actually being the thing.
What would you like to know, Exile?
I have seen warriors in black in the east. They are from your Oriath.
My Oriath?
Better fed, better armed than you, Exile. Oriath did not want you, so why does it follow you here? You will understand what you see more than I. Go east and find these warriors in black. If there is danger to us, I need to learn of it.
Return if you must. Return if you must.
Yeah, I might just do that. Okay. 40% or... I think I'll probably use this, actually, instead of my Quicksilver Flask. Or... level 18. Actually, I guess it won't really matter, because I'm going to replace them with these 2 flasks anyway. Now I have Illyria's amulet. Now, Guess we can go for Oak next. In the wetlands. Let's go. Let's see if he has more minions. Oak has his own bandits to go after us. Now the thing is that is kind of funny is that Illyria, she said that, you know, oh, we could be friends and everything, but it's like, well, if you really meant that, why did you have like nearly all of your warriors outside of your camp attack me? It's like, do you really mean that? I don't trust you enough. Even though that if you do actually help her, she does give you that bonus and keeps that promise. Question mark?
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
You're gonna die catching your breath. Okay. Don't need those. And here is Oak. Flame Dash OP, please nerf. that movement skill hacks right there. Alright, now it's time for Oak.
So an enemy of hope has fallen. Illyria will not be missed. Did you do it for a higher purpose, perhaps? Something worthy? Like peace?
I did it for peace, but, you know...
Every day my brethren must battle and die with Creighton's bridge rats. To save the lives of many, you need take only one. But if peace isn't reward enough for you, bring me the amulet that hangs around Creighton's worthless neck. I trust you have Illyria's in hand already. I thought so. When joined with mine, those trinkets will forge us a new strength, you and I. The strength to bring about peace.
Alright, so if you are a melee user, I would say that going with Oak is a good idea, because 1% life regen per second is usually really good for life builds. The 2% additional damage reduction for those who want to be tanky, and the 20% increased physical damage. So like all of that in exchange for 2 skill points, I think is a pretty good deal if you are a melee character. Now, as I said before, my character doesn't really benefit from any of the bonuses that any of them gives, so I'm gonna kill Oak. Get my traps ready. And my smoke mine. Oak is kind of spazzing out. Stop jumping everywhere. He's jumping over my traps. That's just not fair. Well, you know what? Take that.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Like, just look at that. That spaz. Does he seriously destroy traps when he jumps on the ground too? I think he does. Well, I guess I can just run around while he's jumping. Are you gonna stop jumping, Oak? And he uses a mortal call, or whatever it is. Well, I didn't really think that enemies leaping would do so much to a trap character. Come on. Come on, Oak. Just give up, please. Well, he died from the damage overtime.
To a knife fight.
Oh, that iron mask looks really nice. Dexterity and intelligence. Guess I can look at it. Ooh, look at all that. That's way better than I had before. Take that. Wow, it's only one energy shield better. Okay then. 6% evasion rating or 20% mana regen. Huh. And that intelligence. 194 to 204. Oh, it allows me to wield that. Probably use that then. So let me see my resistances. Well, next level I'll be able to use the ruby flask, which will make that so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so 2 of the bandits down. Oh, and this area is level 19? I didn't know it was that high. I thought it was 18.
Just need a moment to catch my breath. That was fun.
Yeah, get out of here. There we go. Waypoint? Cannot be opened. Yeah, we need an item to get through the tree. Okay. I'm gonna go for these evasion nodes next. 51% chance to evade attacks. That's not bad. Get our reward from Bestel here.
A stranger like no other faced the wall of the Umbra, opened a pass in a sorry land, gave some hope to a sorry band of exiles and death-soaked castaways, a chance at life on a brand new day.
There. Thought you deserved one of my finest poems, written to commemorate such a mighty feat. Oh, and this. Been keeping it for a very special occasion. Consider yourself just such an occasion.
Another book of skill. We're gonna get those books of skill, get to be super skilled, you know. Alright. Let's learn that. And get nullification. Nullification is actually really good. Look at that. Increased life, increased evasion, increased energy shield, and all elemental resistances in one skill point. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Now I'm gonna get rid of the Quicksilver Flask. Yeah, I know, it's a shame. It really is. But my build does not. My build doesn't need a Quicksilver Flask. Well, I also have increased movement speed on my Amethyst Flask, so that sort of counts as a Quicksilver Flask, though it uses a lot more charges than one. And then this slot will be used for the Witchfire Brew. So... What are you laughing at, Muscle? Alright.
Goodbye.
Alright, we have both of those. Oh no, I can use Deadly Ailment Support. Deadly Ailment Support reduces your damage with hits, but it also it increases your damage with ailments. And like I said before, the more damage with ailments means that it scales all of your... It does 40% over everything. And I currently do not have a slot for it, though. Well, not connected to Fire Trap. And I'm mostly going to be a... focus on Ignite damage. So Deadly Ailment sounds like it would be really good. Now, it might turn out to be complete and utter trash, but, you know, it's worth a try. So I'll put that, just put it in my helmet, I guess. Trap and damage support, I don't think I'll actually use it, but I'll put it in my slots here. Flame dash or concentrated damage. Does that even do anything? I don't think that actually affects Flame Dash at all. Yeah, it doesn't have an AoE tag, so it doesn't. But Grace Flame. Control Destruction. Alright. So I think we finished all the quests for Act 1. Unless you count the Lord's Labyrinth as an Act 1 quest, which it really is more like an Act 3 quest. Since I can't even do anything for it until I do that. And the root of the problem? That's a really bad pun, just saying. Okay. Level 9. I really thought that was level 18, but anyways, I think the next episode we'll be dealing with Creighton, and then we'll get 2 skill points from Aramir, which is really good, actually. So let me refresh my recording session, and then we'll get to killing the bandit.